Hi you guys, how are you? I have a couple things that I want to update you on, and then I'm going to share this excerpt with you guys from last January. First of all, someone asked what tarot deck I had used the pretty green cards the other night. It is called Dreaming Way by Rome Choi. Secondly, I want to say a big thank you. You guys are amazing. It is so powerful when we start doing these wishes together. The other night, I asked for your help in that I wanted my friend Bad Company's Twitter handle, his account, reinstated because he was suspended for no reason, and he's a really integral part of our Twitter community. So we did that night, and I woke up the next morning and I saw his account. He returned. So a big thank you to you guys. He says thank you. So that was amazing. Also, I found a video. I've been looking for the video on Facebook Meta because I knew that I talked about them recently because we woke up the next day after the eclipse and that the third quarter earnings indicated that Meta's profits were halved. They were cut in half from a year prior. And this is today. They're trading at $96.70, which is unbelievable. It's dropped more today. But what happened was in February, I was talking about this, that they were in for some pain and hurt with their earnings. And that is what this excerpt is about. I kind of talk about that in more detail. But look at this. So we had a full moon lunar eclipse last November on the 19th, which is right here. So they were trading like November 19th. They were at $345.30 per share. It is now $96.70. There was a total lunar eclipse in Taurus exactly conjunct their sun when they went public. Taurus and Scorpio are money signs, and Scorpio has no room for bullshittery, okay? Well, what happened was, you see this big drop off now, like right here. We were coming into February. We just got out of Venus retrograde and Mercury retrograde, but we entered Aquarius season, which set off the eclipses then back from November because it was in square. And I believe, this is my hypothesis, whatever got eclipsed hard last November, it's like, that's it. Things are done. There's no reversal to that. It's permanent because then in February, we hit our Pluto return, which transforms things. It's life and death. And so here we have this dramatic drop, and Facebook Meta just is not going to recover, you guys. They're not. So that is what this excerpt is about. Wuhan, that asteroid Wuhan, remember, that is such a destructive asteroid, and it's like it hits Facebook, their first trade, in their absolute blind spot. It's where if you can land a strike against an opponent, say like in a game, it's like they're done. You win, hands down, or you rout them. That's kind of what also happened with this eclipse for Facebook Meta. So I'm going to attach this here at the end. You guys have a great day. This is fun. We'll talk to you soon. Bye. Oh, and like I've been saying, Facebook is totally screwed. Do you want to look at this real quick? This is Facebook's first trade. It's just going to get worse and worse and worse. I will tell you, I didn't know a lot about astrology. Like, this is when I was in the beginning-ish. This day, Friday, May 18th, I'm like, I'm no astrologer, but I know this is a crappy chart to go public because Venus was retrograde #1. And it was transiting the sun. I don't know if you remember that, but it was a giant Venus transit of the sun. Basically, it's between the sun and Earth, so it's like getting eclipsed and going backwards in Gemini, transaction, people, values. But we've had these eclipses. That giant November 19th full moon eclipse that lasted a really long time, that eclipse was at 28 degrees Taurus, where the moon was Facebook's sun, 28 degrees Taurus. The North Node is rolling back here. Their Jupiter, the thing that expands, hello, record profits, money, is at 24 degrees Taurus. This is the top of Donald's chart. So everything going down with that. The midheaven is 7 degrees Taurus, but between the midheaven and Mercury, communications, digital life, social media, is the asteroid Russia. Russia is at 15 degrees Taurus, and Saturn is at 15 degrees Aquarius, and they are feeling it. This whole Uranus-Saturn square, I know it's been very uncomfortable for many. Yes, depressing, exhausted, don't want to deal, but we have to. Oh my God! It's giving them a run for their money, literally. But you guys, they're so screwed. Look at this. So where's Saturn right now? Where is it? Saturn. I'm sorry, you guys, I know. Ooh, I totally get lost in these charts. So Saturn at this, oh my God. Saturn at this quarter moon is at 16 degrees Aquarius, 24 minutes. Well, Facebook derp in this area of kind of bad fortune and bad luck at 16 degrees, 42 minutes. It can't get to the horizon in the sunlight. It's stuck here. That is their natal asteroid Wuhan. Hello, you guys who've been with me know that this is one bad mofo of an asteroid. Yeah, it's as bad as it used to say. I used to have to say woo-woo all the time because Facebook or YouTube would, I love YouTube so much, would buffer me whenever I'd say this. So we would say woo-woo. This mofo, yeah, widespread destruction, death. Things are never the same again. This was prominent in the charts of 9/11, the 1918 Spanish flu, Pearl Harbor, and of course, COVID. This thing, it gets aspected and hit, it does damage. And Saturn is sitting right on top of Facebook's Wuhan. So it's like kind of a controlled free fall. Marie, is Zucker baby pulling a Donald? Did it drop because they're stealing money? Okay. In my humble opinion, Facebook is a vehicle, also using that cable maybe off the coast of the Florida with other nations, China, Russia, Iran, North Korea, because they're also showing up with all this. I have felt shock and fear and blood running icy cold in whoever has to do this. Because FB, you know, their original funder, here we go again. One of their top investors, when they went public, was Yuri Milner, Russia. He also invested, I believe, in Twitter, but he's also a startup with Spotify. It's all connected. So Zuck has to do what his handlers tell him to do, which is basically that name that shall not be said, Mimium Sigolovich. That dude is top boss. Yeah, so it'll get, oh my God. And Facebook, man, we're going to go through our Pluto return, but their asteroid, bam, pow, it's at 29 degrees Capricorn. I don't know how they recover. It's just really, they're just dumb. And Medusa, look at this at the bottom of this chart. Medusa, she's supposed to be the goddess that actually protects those who've been assaulted and abused. That was the curse. She was, hurt, sexually assaulted. And part of her thing was that she was transformed to snakes on her head because she is the one who is there to, as a goddess, to protect those who have been assaulted as well. Hallie Coleman tells the story much more elegantly than I can, but essentially that's it. She is at 28 degrees Scorpio. The South Node just rolled over her. So in this third house of communications, digital, look at all the information that's been coming out finally about how FB is used for trafficking. She's finally able to come out and do her work. Wow. 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 They're screwed, you guys. They're totally screwed. Okay, I was supposed to get to this horoscope. Yeah, I knew. I still had it, but I never checked into it. I had to make one for my local, what is this called? Homeowners Association.